Hackfort. This is a tech festival that brings the community together to share knowledge and new skills with one another. Hackfort.
Oh,
Hackfort.
Jesus.
Hackfort. 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 Every year you sponsor Hackfort. 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 This is a tech festival that brings the community together to share knowledge and new skills with one another. Every year you sponsor Hackfort, which is, for those of you who are not aware,
We're live.
This is a tech festival that brings the community together to share knowledge and new skills with one another. Hackfort. Every year you sponsor Hackfort,
We can see our levels.
which is, for those of you who are not aware,
Alright.
This is a tech festival that brings the community together to share knowledge and new skills with one another.
I am joined by our buddy
Hackfort.
Jason and our buddy Nate.
Hackfort. For those of you who are not aware, Hackfort. Hackfort. Hackfort.
Anyways, well, I don't know, Mike and I are
For those of
trying to
you
figure
who are
out
not
what to do
aware,
tonight, and we're
Hackfort.
still kind of working on our production
Hackfort.
schedule for the year, and Nat and Jason joined us for dinner, and we were like, hey, will you do this with us? And they're like, I guess.
Boise collaborated
Yeah, I
with
really
the
didn't want
techies of Hackfort this
Not
year,
really,
creating
no.
multiple apps to showcase what the city has to offer.
But hopefully it'll be, I don't know, we just wanted
We
to catch
opened up
up
a
and
number of databases
maybe play
about
some games tonight.
public
Maybe shake
trails,
it up a
public
little bit,
art,
which will be fun.
a lot
Yeah,
of things
sounds
that
fun,
had to
man.
do with livability in the
There was
city.
too much
These things
drama
that
today.
we opened up for Hackfort this weekend
Mike,
are
what
just the
happened
tip of the
today?
iceberg as far as the things that
Gosh.
we would like to ultimately open up.
The stock.
Now, the
Stock
first
that I
place
just
app is called
fell
Datefort.
into.
It's a combination of Yelp
Maybe
and
this
Google
little
Maps
company
that
called
helps users
GameStop, which-
plan the perfect
Of
date.
no,
Now, you
I
won't
mean,
be able to
just
download the
coincidence, it's funny
apps for
because
your mobile
we're
device
nerds
just
and-
yet. The city's still going
I mean,
through
our whole
them to
group of
decide
friends has probably
which
been
apps
shopping
are
at GameStop
market ready.
most of our adult life.
Yeah.
So
Back when it used to be Electronic Boutique. Yeah.
I do remember
Shopping
when it was
center.
EB
Up here.
games too. That's funny
See
now.
over here.
Yeah.
We're
Was
gonna
it?
walk in.
Yeah, they
No.
bought GameStop
Hopefully.
bought
Bought it,
EB.
didn't
Yeah,
Doors are open.
I guess then it turned into GameStop.
Looks like
Yeah.
it. The location.
GameStop became the gorilla, and now GameStop grew too big for everyone apparently because
morning.
well, I know you know Mike.
There's a lot of people that like stock. Whoa.
Jesse?
No, that's
Oh.
flip the bacon.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to pull something up. I mean,
Is it 317 last I saw, and it was
There's no way
a little bit ago.
whoever is watching this in the future hasn't
Holy
heard of
smokes.
this, but it's okay. Like,
I mean, it's pretty fascinating. I mean, I think it's
It
interesting,
really
Mike, because you have some skin in this, you know. So like,
yeah, a little bit. I did buy it a long time ago, so I had a little bit of stock in this, but you know, I was expecting it maybe to go up a couple dollars over the next, year or two.
and little did you know, it was going to be gamed by a bunch of people on both.
Yeah. Now it's turned into a much bigger thing.
It's definitely bigger than you.
Yeah.
It was almost 500
So-
bucks a share this morning.
Yeah, I
At one
remember
point
when you-
before the markets opened.
Yeah, like which is also interesting because that's
Yeah.
behind the scenes trading. Like is again, it's just this whole thing just constantly points out how many flaws we have in the system and how all our stocks work, right? Like it's just kind of
Yeah.
I mean, legitimately flawed, right? People were trying to basically people were trying to short GameStop. I mean, Mike, you want to say the nuts and the bolts? Or
I mean, that was pretty much it. A bunch of people it was the most heavily shorted stock on the market by like 150% or something earlier this week. And there's been a lot of hype growing in this subreddit over the last like year over this stock. And it kind of culminated into this like
yeah, I mean,
almost
yeah, it's
battle
crazy.
frenzy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really interesting because GameStop as a brick and mortar, right, is obviously with the pandemic and uncertainty in the future and digital game sales. I see the want to go, well, this company's probably not going to be what it is. Even though right now, on paper, GameStop actually has positive cash assets. They have negative, they have debt, but they have more cash than that. That's a good thing for a company, right? And people were like, well, let's short this. It's going to die at some point. And then, people on Reddit found out about it. Wall Street bets.
Yeah, screw
And-
that.
They said no, let's not.
And so it's been interesting. I mean, this will be a historic thing. It'll be something they probably teach in business school. I don't know if people were going to learn from it.
Yeah.
But
Just teach how
it
messed
really
up
is.
the system is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is it's pretty crazy. I mean, I'll be curious to see where it kind of ends.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't sold yet.
Even though, we've all been berating you to sell. I mean, last night I was like, all right, if you have this stock, because when they shut down the subreddit, and then they shut down they permanently closed the Discord, and
Well, and selling was the only option today on
Yeah.
Robinhood. They actually blocked you couldn't buy GameStop, you couldn't buy BlackBerry, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. There were several stocks you just straight up couldn't buy, you could only sell.
Nokia.
So Nokia, yeah.
Ameritrade did the same thing, didn't they?
Yeah. E-Trade too.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it does point. It does definitely point at some huge holes in the system. I'm kind of I'm on the fence about a little bit of it, just because I think there's nefarious activity on both sides. Not that Wall Street doesn't. I don't know. It's all a problem, but I think the our subreddit too is also. There are people misleading people so they can keep their money or make money. No different than the people on Wall Street that are trying to make money. So it's just kind of this weird, culture / problem. I don't know. I don't have a fix for it though.
Yeah.
And for all we
Preventing-
know, on the Reddit chat, it's Anthony Scaramucci who's the.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is I
anonymous.
think someone posted a thing some guy potato underscore in anus or something and I was just laughing how some stock guy is gonna have to explain that this guy posted all these posts and that's why we lost all your hedge fund money. I'm really sorry.
Potato anus is brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
But the important thing is, at the end of this, Mike will either have a house or nothing.
I really don't care. Yeah.
yeah.
I hope to sell higher, I guess, but I also just kind of want to see what happens. And I didn't spend that much money to be involved in this, so I don't care that much.
That's a fair point.
Because I'm really good at trading.
That's got to be it.
If you guys want me to help you with your portfolios,
In no way.
Why did you buy GameStop at $4
my
a share?
current portfolio is still
in
up
2019.
4,000% for the year, so that's a pretty good one, I think.
Because of a complete anomaly, though.
I don't know. Every year I've traded, it's been 4,000%.
Okay.
And you've traded for 1 year, right?
Yep.
We're doing good here.
Yeah. My brother's just like, you should invest in S&P 500 and expect to get 8 to 12%. Try 4,000%, brother.
You send a screenshot to him before
Yeah.
it went back down.
Yeah, I was like, you live in the past, bro. We got these apps now and these subreddits.
Very trustworthy subreddits that are honestly entertaining, but
Really,
I think you have to be extremely careful. We'll see. We'll see how this all passes out. It's definitely the biggest tech news. I mean, there's a lot of other.
not even just people at work were talking about it.
Everyone.
No
everyone.
one's. Yeah, people
Yeah.
have never even heard of GameStop or the same thing happened with Bitcoin. People coming out of the woodwork to be like, "What is this cryptocurrency?"
I think I've traded my last 2 game consoles to GameStop, and they've given me way more credit than I thought I would get. And so I'm probably gonna do the same. I mean, my PS4 Pro, I'm gonna take that right in and get a PS5 at some point.
Yeah, we
And
like the
just-
stock.
Yeah, I'll help support them. Maybe we
Become
should
a
all
member?
just support GameStop. Oh yeah, Power Up Rewards.
Yeah,
I've been a member for 3 years, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your Mac. Do you do digital edition or
No, I did
paper
the paper edition. Something to read in the bathroom.
I used to subscribe to Game Informer, and GameStop owns Game Informer.
Yeah, and if you pay for if you
It's
pay
like
for Power Up Rewards, you get either a free or you pay extra 20 or it's $5.
Yeah.
and you get the
For the print?
paper edition
For
yeah.
a year,
It's totally worth
it's
it.
$20 a year.
And you get 50% off trade in.
You get
games.
$5 a month We're doing a plug for GameStop so hard.
Yeah, I know.
you
GameStop, you listening? You should give us some shares.
You get $5 a month toward any game. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, after
You get
this,
certain rewards
their
and
stock's
stuff
gonna go
like
through
that.
the roof.
Yeah, maybe we
It's
should have put this.
advertisement.
We should have put this link, stream link, on the subreddit. Like, hey, we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, this company's not getting enough press.
I think I stopped reading Game Informer when they laid off like 90% of their staff.
That's true. They did cut a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That sucked.
They have the best top 10 list on the planet, though. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
I always loved the April Fool's stuff.
Oh my gosh, Game and Farser.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they buy GameStop bought that other website, and then they just like destroyed it, which was really sad. It's like the website that had all the like game.
It had a Cinemassacre and
no.
Game trailers.
No,
trailers?
not Game Trailers. GameStop bought the company that just like sold really cool nerdy stuff.
ThinkGeek.
ThinkGeek.
Oh, ThinkGeek.
And then they
okay.
folded it in, and then ThinkGeek just kind of completely dissolved, which was so sad because that was such a cool company. Like I always look forward to their April Fools every year, and sometimes they actually made their April Fools, which was cool. I was like devastated when I found that out. I was like, GameStop,
Man.
and maybe that's why.
Does
Maybe that's why they're
GameStop
not
suck?
doing well. Yeah, maybe they do. Maybe this was like all because they took over ThinkGeek and they shouldn't have.
Oh my god.
Well, you still bought $50 worth of shares, so.
I did.
I'm happy I don't have any shares. I would have sold them a long time ago.
I'm glad I sold when I did, but I'm kind of curious to see what happens, so.
Dude, like, I
Don't sit there
truly
and shake
want
your
Mike.
head.
I truly want Mike to just somehow make an unbelievable amount of money.
$100,000
Like,
or something.
yeah, no,
That'd be
I would.
pretty
Nothing
cool.
would make me happier. Mike could buy a house,
Yeah.
and it would prove that there's something seriously wrong with everything. But it'll both prove my greatest fears, but also make Mike happy. So I'm all about him holding down if he's really gonna hold down.
That seems fair.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a bunch of emojis too, right? The diamonds, rockets.
Yeah, diamond
Hands.
hands, moon
Hands.
to the moon. Some people say Mars. That's a little
What are-
too far.
Are there any memes we should look up? Are there
There's
good memes?
So many memes.
There's a Braveheart.
I haven't seen any
Yeah, that's pretty
lately,
good.
but I also haven't checked since a long time ago. So, there's always some good memes. There's a no meme mode.
What is GameStop? Where do the memes come in?
Oh man, let's see here. Two shot here. See if there's anything good here. I don't want to watch a video. You dare use my own
Wall
spells.
Street right now.
That's pretty good. Oh my god. Everyone right now? I mean, okay. Okay, these are all pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Everyone. That's pretty good.
Oh no.
GameHub seems more like games just have started. Oh, lame.
Oh,
Game talks hedge fund industry. Always sunny. That's pretty funny.
Oh my god. That's pretty good. Have you guys seen that movie Parasite?
Parasite? Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty,
Horrifying.
Yeah.
hey, I made a funny tweet.
Oh yeah, Mike, what'd you say?
It's just really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, read your tweet.
I don't remember.
Yeah, read your tweet. He wrote it to me and I laughed.
It must be
We're
that-
looking at memes.
Is that good then, huh?
It didn't become viral yet, but
Wolf of Wall Street.
after this, it will. I said, in a way, I've been sinking my whole life savings into GameStop my entire adult gaming life. Hashtag what savings?
It's pretty good.
Because in the news, there's they were like, people are putting their savings into.
Yeah.
If you have to explain it.
Uh oh.
This was honestly, this kind of nails my whole thoughts on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Short float remains at 125%.
That's
pretty crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a pretty good one too. I'm a hedge fund manager wants to find new employment. I could teach them some Python 3 for $190 an hour. I don't know what hedge fund means and I don't care.
I wonder how many people just got into stocks this week, just who had no prior experience with
I mean,
stocks, just to.
I mean, there's that total combination of people on Reddit
Yeah.
who don't really understand, and then just like nerds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and even people that aren't on Reddit, like they saw the news these last couple days.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it, like the second I read, like I was Mike Stock's screwed, because it's like if there's like all that buzz.
I don't know. Well, it clearly was screwed a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I still think it could go higher.
Well, since you guys are first time guesting on the show, it's kind of a tradition for me to ask you guys the question, and you guys can take turn answering. But like, what was like? I'll start with you, Nat. What was like your first kind of introduction to technology, like in your childhood, and like how did it impact you and why, and like where did that come from?
Well, let's see here. So my parents divorced pretty early, and then I spent some time with my dad, and he had an old Packard Bell computer, and I remember playing all these old DOS games, and then moved on to like X-Wing and things like that. And so he was a doctor, so he was either on call all the time or at work all the time, and so he was gone quite a bit. So I was at home a lot, just kind of messing around on this old Packard Bell.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Didn't get too in depth, just played a lot of games.
But
like that.
you like learned DOS though to play the games.
Yeah,
though, right?
yeah. I mean, it was a long time. I couldn't do it now, I don't think, but it was a
CD backslash.
CD backslash.
Well,
Yeah,
it's funny to me. Like my dad had a Mac, and I played games on the Mac. But like when I went over to like Chris Ginston's house, he had DOS. And I was like, wait, you have to like type the... and I thought it was like, this is madness. But like really, it's actually pretty cool that like when kids were young and they wanted to play a game, they literally had to figure it out.
You have to put some work into it.
You know? But you were actually learning command line, which I didn't learn, right? I just had my freaking high pride in Apple Macintosh Steve Jobs edition. And I didn't even get all the cool games, though. I couldn't play X-Wing, right? Or like any of that on DOS. Or Doom, even. Like Mac didn't get Doom until way longer, so. But yeah, no, that's really cool.
Well, and then we had computer electronics together, which was just so much fun.
Oh yeah, that class was great.
It was a little ridiculous.
Pretty. You know he passed away, right?
I did hear that. Yeah. Gosh, he was the nicest guy too.
Yeah, he was great. Ex-Navy, hilarious. But yeah, what about you, Jason?
Well, my story's a little less sad than that's because I learned technology stuff before my parents divorced. But my dad had was all excited because he got an Amiga, a Commodore 64.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And so we had basically just got it for games. It was 3.5-inch floppy disk.
Oh.
Or hard disk, whatever it was called back then. And so we played, learned to use a joystick. And it was a game called F-18 Interceptor. It's like all of like 16 polygons or something.
I remember on that game. I remember seeing the box for that game.
It's a lot of fun. It was ridiculous, but it was fun.
Yeah. Huh.
That and a couple other things, and that's basically how it all started. A few years older, so it was a few years before I started playing X-Wing and everything else.
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, I mean, yeah, you've got a sweet computer now. I mean, pretty much actually all of us do. We're all super into it, and it's always interesting to me to hear where it started. Like my brother and I, we had the Mac, but like really, I think the gaming side, Jesse got an NES when I would have been 2, and Jesse was 5, and we got our first regular Nintendo, and that kind of just blew me away.
Yeah, I think I was
beginning.
2 when I first was playing.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even play. I just watched my brother play, and
I was really good.
yeah, you're just came out of the womb.
I was playing Mega Man 2. Seriously,
That's actually a
2
really
years
hard
old.
game.
I remember. Well, I think I remember. I've told the story enough that I think I remember it. My mom told me that I think I even told this on a Hackfort thing. Passed the controller to her to beat this part on the Flashman level. Jump over this thing for me because I had trouble. And she just couldn't do it because she's never really played before.
Oh, and you were
I was like,
I don't get it.
I couldn't believe it. Why can't you do this? You can do everything. I can't walk yet, but I can do this.
Isn't she crazy good at Tetris though?
She's pretty good, but
Okay.
I'm better now.
Oh.
Yeah.
She is good at Tetris though.
I remember my brother was playing Mega Man 2, and I was holding the other controller, and I was holding buttons down, but it wouldn't do anything, right?
yeah,
I was just trying to pretend.
Yeah.
But then I was holding 2 of the buttons, and there was actually like a dev thing on Mega Man 2 where if on the player 2 controller you held 2 buttons, you'd clip through every hole. That's a total thing. So if you hold 2 buttons on the other controller, Mike, literally if Mega Man walks down a hole, he'll shoot up the other side.
Huh.
And like it was like this total thing, and we like looked it up because we're like, "How'd you do that?" And like my brother's like, "Wait, what?" Like, and like yeah, I remember that us being blown away. We like accidentally found like a hack or a cheat. Like
That's awesome.
so there's like no other cheats in that game really. There's like some
Just
like
brutally hard.
Mega Man 2.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
Love that game.
But yeah.
Wily Stage 2 theme, right, guys? You love that song?
I don't think I ever made that far. I do know that song.
I really hope we get Bit Brigade back here again.
Yeah,
Is this
they played a sweet rendition.
Yeah, it's this band, Nat, that literally plays it's a metal band. They play the whole soundtrack to a game while a speedrunner like plays the game.
Doing the game.
So they change the music
Yeah.
while he's playing. Like they're watching his screen, and
That's
like
awesome.
when he played all the way through Metroid and Contra, and in Metroid it just blew me away because like the screen transitions changed songs.
Yeah.
And they would literally
Change
like,
with the
it
screen.
was just like.
Pretty
And
remarkable.
the guy speed ran the whole game. It was like
Nice.
it was 25 minutes of them just shredding.
Shredding.
And the lead singer was like, "All right, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break to rest our hands, and then we're gonna go back and play Contra." And they literally, you could like see guys like,
So impressive.
Yeah.
like and they're like,
I felt so bad for their fingers.
Oh yeah.
yeah, they're just killing it. So and hopefully we'll get him. Eric's got a pretty good connection, I think, with their manager. So
Yeah.
I just love to have him come and talk at Hackfort and perform at Treefort. You know?
I remember, didn't we ask them? Didn't you ask them about
Yeah, the
it?
guy's
They're
like, I
just
don't care.
like, talk to...
Talk to our manager, and I was like, fine, whatever.
Okay,
Guy just did not care.
that's fine. I get it. They're on tour.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to that soundtrack? I bought a soundtrack. I don't not seen it. in a
But did
long
you buy
time.
the record or did you buy the actual CD?
I think I bought the CD.
Oh, I gave Jesse one of the records. I bought my brother one of the records.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't have a record player.
Yeah, I don't either. Those vinyl people are weird.
Me neither.
Well, that's cool. I have my CD collection, but I don't have a CD player.
What's a CD
I
CD
have
player
one in
anymore?
my car. Wait, do I? No, I don't have one in my car now.
Talk about technology that we just hold on to,
I have
and
one
like
in my old laptop, so I can still do it somehow.
Thank God.
I still have my mini disc player from high school.
I got
You still-
mine somewhere at home.
I wish I had my
Mini
Zune.
disc
Your
players
Zune?
were so cool. Dude, there's still a whole like
I saw
weird
that.
cult. Yeah, you saw that
I saw
article?
that, yeah.
There's like this weird cult
I would,
group about Zunes. They like hack them and keep them going.
I would be.
And like
I would be on
iPods
there.
aren't even like people don't even give a shit about iPods.
Yeah, Zunes were awesome.
I remember how much you talked up your Zune. So much.
I didn't get
Even
it.
when I met him, he was talking up.
To
the
me,
Zoom.
they just
And
didn't
were,
have
like,
it. They didn't have enough
universally mocked.
storage though.
It had like 150 gigabytes.
And they were huge,
Was
weren't
it the Simpsons Halloween special where
Weren't they pretty
all
bad?
their
Wait, was
trash
that-
goes
because
to
I could have
another
sworn they
dimension?
80. It was like 80.
Yeah, it wasn't like it didn't make sense. But was it
I
a
have a
spinning
lot.
hard drive?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it made noises. You could like feel it.
right. Yeah.
Had a sweet screen. It had radio. It had social features before like
Before the
that was a
iPhone.
big thing.
So it was just way ahead of its time, basically.
Yeah,
It was too far ahead of its time.
podcasts. Like, it was better, way better than iTunes. Like, that's how I discovered so many podcasts first. On there, it was just really good.
Huh.
I don't know.
And then I
My
sold it like
second
80.
gen iPod was built like a tank.
Was that the one with the 4-button? Was that the third gen?
It was still kind of the click wheel, but it still had like the buttons were kind of printed on.
Yeah, I think my favorite one, and it got stolen in my car, and I would probably still own it, is the one that had like 4 buttons across that lit up red, and it was like still the gray screen and then the touch wheel. That iPod was so good, and like I even took mine apart and put a new battery and a new hard drive in it and stuff, and kept it going, and yeah, I think that
What about the Walkman?
Oh boy.
Didn't
No,
didn't they
really dating ourselves.
No, they made like a new one.
Sony to like celebrate the Walkman just
Yeah.
came out with like it's not a cassette.
Doesn't actually play
Walkman, though.
cassettes though, right?
No, it's like
Okay.
a really,
It's
really
like
expensive
high fidelity
high
audio.
fidelity DAC,
Okay.
so it's designed for like lossless audio,
Audio
which is kind of
files.
cool.
Yeah.
I've kind of been dabbling in that stuff, like looking at it. It's kind of interesting, like DACs and USB-C now, because they like got rid of the headphone jack. It's like a whole different thing, and now you get like a really badass. If you're into it, you can get like there's so many different ones too, right? Like it's all that's like a total endless pit if you try to go on the internet and look into that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nice sound is good. I like it.
I also sold my Talkboy.
Oh boy.
I was pretty sad about.
That was a bad. Probably shouldn't have done that.
I really was thinking like it would be a fun project to put like an old iPhone or something in the Talkboy. I'm sure someone's done it at this point.
So
But,
you
like-
could like record to an iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure that.
Yeah,
Or-
like you use
I'm
the
sure it's a
body
thing.
to like.
Or just,
I mean, it's not
you
like
know,
it'd be hard. You just need like
just-
a microphone and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what you could use it to book a hotel using using someone else's credit card.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you're a
you could go on the
9-year-old
dark web and buy.
Yeah.
You could buy credit card information.
because you're a 9-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get on Reddit and you could.
You could request a room with a refrigerator that you have to open with a key.
That's
Credit
pretty
card?
funny.
You got
You
it.
got it. Pretty weird tangent.
That is pretty funny. Well, cool. Was there any other games or like anything you guys are excited about? I mean, now I know you got a PS5. How's that
Yeah.
been?
Been great.
So did he.
Yeah,
You got
that's
one
right.
too, Jason?
Yeah, I got one too.
Oh. Well, what game? Okay, you guys need to take turns here. We need to talk about this. But like, what game are you playing? What do you like? What do you don't like? Go.
Go. You can start.
As far as actual PS5 games, of course, there's Spider-Man, Miles Morales. That one was great.
And that's basically like a remake, right, of the one
it's
that came
it's
out
more
on
or less an
PS4.
expansion on the original Spider-Man for
Okay.
PS4, but it looks phenomenal.
Oh, I'm
on the
sure.
5. Everything, load times are faster.
Does your TV do 4K?
It
with it?
does. It does not do 4K 120, but then again, I don't even know that games right now are putting out 4K at 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything I've read about that is it's kind of like they can do it, but really you're going to end up doing, it just depends on what they're,
And you'll have to choose still between like performance.
yeah,
versus-
performance or like, so like, honestly, I think I'd rather if you could get a PS5 to output like 120 frames per second at like 1080p, I'd almost choose that option.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Especially if you're playing a shooter.
But I guess it depends on the game too, but.
Like the difference between Borderlands 3 on PS4 and PS5 is night and day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I made the mistake of getting Cyberpunk on PS5. Well, PS4.
Well, they just finally got like the next gen update, I think.
I think they've done like a patch every
Yeah.
single day though.
But they just finally, because the
Pretty
PS5
much.
version of that wasn't even. It was just running the PS4 version at launch. So like,
No, it was a different bug. It was a game breaking
Yeah,
bug.
yeah.
6 hours in, and I was so angry I just stopped like a month ago.
Well, and they literally also were not running like the graphics and assets for the PS5 version didn't come out till like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it was still running like.
Wait, didn't you get it on PS4?
No, well, it's the PS4 version.
Oh yeah.
On
okay.
plays on PS5.
Yeah.
And it wasn't any issue. There's no, I mean, it ran great as far as visuals and everything, as much as it could, but it was just that it was a quest that basically no matter what I did, I would get stuck on one side of a door, or the character you had to talk to would be stuck on the other side of the door. You could not have the one conversation to move out of that mission, and so I was stuck there. There's no way out. I haven't gone back to it to try it again.
Maybe it's fixed.
I think it might be, but every
they
time I think
tried
about it,
to.
I think I'm just going to come out of it and be even angrier.
You should have someone else check for you.
just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bummed. I'm bummed. Like I've been playing Cyberpunk on the PC and I love it. I absolutely love it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have bugs. It doesn't have issues. It doesn't have all these things. and it's just kind of sad. And CD Projekt Red, they're such a good company. I just feel bad for them. They must have just fallen to pressure on releasing it, and they probably shouldn't have. And I would have waited another year for it. I mean, I've already waited this long. Like, what's it gonna hurt, right? And
Yeah.
it sucks.
I think I did read they were getting death threats. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
where I
Oh,
saw
dude,
it,
it's
but it was
been
back in-
really bad.
Yeah,
It's really sad
so-
because like The Witcher 3 is like one of the best
It's
games
incredible.
ever.
Yeah.
You know, and it did. I will say, famously did have a lot of bugs when it came out,
Yeah.
but they fixed it. And I think it's just the way the internet, how fast things move now. Everyone's
Yeah.
just like, and they screwed up. So
Yeah.
like, maybe don't do a multi-console release at launch, and maybe just like wait.
for such a big game. So
What about you, Nat? What have you been playing? What are you?
the only true PS5 game I've been playing is Demon's Souls. Other than that, I've just been kind of going back and playing like
That doesn't make sense.
Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. There's
Dude,
nothing
when
out
I-
yet that really blows me away.
I was at your house and watched you play Ghost of Tsushima though,
looks
and
so
it does have a PS5 update though.
Yeah,
and it looks
it looks amazing.
It's
Yeah.
insane. Like
Yeah.
you were riding your horse to that field, and like every blade
blades of
was
grass and
renderized.
everything.
Like,
It was incredible. So
Yeah.
I'm just going back and playing through some of the PlayStation classics until something else
Yeah.
comes out. There's some other games I'm waiting on coming up. I just played the Resident Evil 8. I don't know if I'd call it a trail or it's
Demo?
it's a demo, but you could beat it in about 15 minutes.
It's a demo.
Yeah, so it's a really short
If
demo.
you can play it.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It's creepy as hell, and it's not for anyone who has a weak stomach. There's some pretty messed up stuff. It kind of reminiscent of the dinner scene from Resident Evil 7. It's fun. It's creepy as hell. I'm really looking forward to it. It comes out May 7th, I think.
yeah,
so
I did watch that demo. It
it should be
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it looked horrifying. Actually, that tall woman was horrifying.
She's like 7'5" or 7'4" or something like that. She's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, no, that'll be cool.
Not playing
I
it.
No,
That was
Mike
like-
is terrified of tall women.
tall women.
that was like, I think that was my reasoning for like, this is the first time like a big console release, like Xbox and all that, I haven't bought one. Like, and
Yeah.
I just, there weren't any launch titles that I didn't already like either want or have already played kind of. And like, I'm just kind of like, if it's backward compatible, I'd rather just I'm loving my PS4 right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm replaying like a bunch of games and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, I'll wait. I'm going to wait till there's like a game I must have, you know?
Yeah.
Which
Horizon 2
Hor-
for me.
Horizon 2 for
Horizon,
sure. Yeah.
there's also like, there's huge rumors that there's like a new Metal Gear Solid remake,
Yeah.
which I hate it because that's like my favorite series of all time. So like,
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
yeah,
For sure.
Well, I don't know if they could even really do anything else, considering that didn't the partnership between Kojima and
Dissolve.
yeah,
Konami
and,
broke
and
down?
and I was like reading like there's a lot of stuff because there was like a meeting with like the entire cast from the original game. Apparently had a Zoom meeting. Someone found out about it, but like Konami, like doesn't have or like they don't really even have any dev teams now because they make like poker games like, and so like they just just said, hey, Mr. Game Studio, can you please remake this game for us? Which that's probably what they did. Because I don't think they're really doing big in-house dev anymore. I mean, they just don't really know what they're doing. Yeah, and Kojima's amazing, and he's a god, and he made his own studio, and basically made a Metal Gear game. If you haven't played Death Stranding, it's basically Metal Gear, but like 100% weirder, which is awesome. I actually really enjoyed that game. But yeah, anyways, so well, that's cool.
I like the PS5 in general, though.
Yeah,
It's great.
I mean,
It's a great system.
I
It's
haven't,
fun.
I haven't played yours yet, Nat, but I held the controller and I really, really like the controller.
Yeah.
It's like
Controller was a huge upgrade.
big time.
It's still a little big to me to get used to.
because you're used
But
to the tiny
just
little.
I'm used to the So, but I mean, I'm used to it now. It's going great.
That stupid Astro game
It doesn't. You can't invert the controls.
doesn't have inverted as a control option.
He picked up to
except
play it
you
and then immediately got
plays anything other than
furious.
flying games inverted.
I have no
What is wrong
idea
with you?
why that is even a thing. Every game has that. And the game that comes with PS5 doesn't have that.
Apparently, you can change it though, like stock. You can change it in the system to
I was
have
really
it default
Mike. I was
inverted.
trying so hard to
Yeah.
keep this debate out of Hackfort Live, the inverted versus not.
Inverted
you
is
just
much
brought
better than default.
Because he's the only human being you know that plays inverted.
It just
on everything.
I try to understand people that are inverted because like I've flown
Yeah.
planes. That makes sense. like you pull back on a joystick to go up and down. But to me, in a first-person game, it doesn't make sense. And even the games that transitioned to that, where you used a mouse, wasn't inverted. And so I'm still trying to figure it out. And I think it just came from probably just the game that forced you to do it, which wasn't Halo.
I played inverted in Halo. That's
Star
the
Fox.
only
But
game
Star
I've
Fox
played
is a freaking
inverted, though, I think.
Flight
Yeah.
sim, kind of.
Yeah, Star Fox was like a flight sim though.
Yeah.
So like that made sense to me, but like a first-person shooters, like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what game ruined
Mech Warrior.
people.
I think there's probably a game like on the 64 that you like controlled the camera with the center thing and it was inverted.
Oh.
I'm wondering if that was the case. There's some third-person game
Wave Runner. What was the
Wave
jet
Race
ski
64?
game?
that had a camera that like you couldn't.
But usually you use the C cameras.
Well, it could have been on like the
The
original
C.
Xbox or something
Yeah.
too. I guess I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's just far superior and
You're just a broken human being. That's all.
scientifically proven to be more accurate.
Says who?
Fake news.
Where'd you see that?
There's like a
I-
new subreddit Mike Reddit on called like r/inverted controller hobbyists.
Yes. Inverted street. I don't know.
It's not a very good, compelling argument, but
It's just, well, if we go by the fact that, like, who's the best out of on Overwatch out of anyone here? Me?
Wait,
Yeah.
you play over?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah,
use a
yeah,
mouse
yeah.
inverted. You're a lunatic. I
No,
still
no, I
just
don't do
I
a
haven't been
mouse
playing
inverted.
very often.
Oh,
but
you use
have,
a-
you've
you
been
use
way
a-
off in game.
yeah.
We play on PS4.
Oh, okay.
We did a lot.
I haven't played on PS4 in like over a year.
Yeah, then we switched to PC, and I'm still the best. I mean,
Hey, not about that.
But you don't play PC inverted. So again, you're like this weird.
yeah, PC inverted is weird.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
It is 100% a thing, and the people who do that are completely.
There's
There's
psychos.
people worse than you out there.
But yeah. Anyways, well,
Anyways.
why don't let's play some games. I think we
Some
covered
Broforce?
it. About covered it. We can play some Broforce.
See, I want Mike to get
Alright.
Squadron so I can finally stomp the shit out of him with something.
I
That's a matter of stuff.
want a Hotas pretty bad for Squadron.
I'll let you buy me one.
Well, I've bought you games before and you never play them.
Well,
I'm not making that mistake again.
if you want me to play with you,
All right, let's get this fired.
I do kind of want to play that in VR. Sean said it was pretty awesome in VR, right?
Squadrons?
VR and
It's insane.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's absolutely insane. It's insane. That's why I play it. There's so many times I've seen it. The game just is built for it.
it is a big difference. And I've been playing with Steve, so I can't really tell just how much. Just terrible.
Nobody's watching.
Of course he is. Everyone's watching. Look, we have a comment.
I know, I said that earlier. Because
Oh, someone said hi. Mech Warrior. Oh,
We were talking about inverted games. I said Mech Warrior.
Man, look at it in the chat.
we're bad at chat. Yeah, well, we're not monitoring it today.
Well, we're not used to it.
Oh, I saw
I think is that Josh Trout?
Red Max.
Josh, say yes. You're probably gone now.
Because we didn't acknowledge the chat like noobs.
It's Dennis.
Oh, Dennis.
Oh, Dennis.
Garcia. Ah! Hi, Dennis. Mech Warrior.
Dennis is from Hardware Slam.
Oh, nice. I liked your Facebook page.
His personal one.
The hardware style one. Sorry.
A game I haven't done.
I was just
This
kidding.
year, but I might be able to do it.
Oh, you play inverted. Oh, see, everyone that's good plays inverted. I told you guys.
Such a blanket statement.
Finally, Mike has someone to like.
You don't play inverted on PC though, right? 'Cause
That's
I,
too far.
yeah, I've never even heard of that. I don't know if that's even the same.
All right, I'm gonna try to turn this down. I don't know if the audio blend's gonna be great, but
It'd be so funny because this game is so loud.
it is. So I turned it down quite a bit. I'm just gonna turn it down. We can't even hear it. We'll see. All right.
Chat.
bad, Mike.
We're just playing the small screen.
You really want to see somebody?
I don't think we can.
It's already really hard to see what's going on.
I'll load it on here.
Bro Force.
3, 1, let's go!
Oh yeah. We gotta go back. I don't think Mike joined in time.
Yeah, because we're abandoning our one Twitch viewer. Sorry, Dennis.
Sorry, Dennis.
I'm the only one that seems to
Oh, did someone else pause?
care about our.
I don't think it.
It just went.
There we go. Oh, this is
Oh, what? You do play inverted on PC?
Well, I've got.
Wow.
I think this is first on that. I've got my Xbox One
I
controller.
gotta, I gotta watch
Okay,
you do
Mike's,
that
Mike's
sometime.
shutting.
Do what?
He plays inverted on PC.
Oh, I did not know that. That's great.
I'd like to watch that.
Okay. We'll just start a new campaign. Normal. Yes. Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
I haven't looked to see what X
Oh my gosh.
We're doing
Well,
great.
the best game of the year.
X on the PlayStation is on the bottom.
Situational awareness, Mike. You need to know you're playing Xbox.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Is that one not connected?
It's connected.
We'll find out here in a second.
Why does it only give us like 2 seconds? It's just
Ready to torture, investigation.
Okay. Thank you. I was worried about that. Let us know if it's better.
3, 2, 1, go!
We can try to play it this way now. It's gonna be a nightmare. No, we actually can't. We have to be in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, can we...
Man in the bro in black.
Oh, maybe it's me.
The bro,
I can start. That's weird.
Rocketeer.
Chuck Norris.
No.
Hold on.
New gate by the way.
I didn't see.
3, 2, 1, go!
I didn't see where he got a job. Why are you asking me? Oh crap. Apparently... Oh wait, now I am.
Oh, you can't walk.
There we go. Oh god, you're here to kill me. Figured it out yet, Jason. Basically, we're playing superheroes, and maps are very like.
One's Terminator. I'm Ash from Evil
We're
Dead.
trying to save all the.
Colonel takes Bulldog!
Joins the battle.
It's me. Oh, I hate this guy. Oh,
You can climb walls
Wait, I'm
too.
like-
Yeah, you can climb.
Yeah, lean into a wall. You gotta save all the people, so. Jesus, oh Jesus. Okay guys, we gotta get over to that side without falling down the
It's gonna
pit.
be a little hard to read.
I know we destroyed our way over.
Now you can jump, you can definitely run and jump over there and get on that wall.
how do you run?
I have faith. You gotta get on that little green patch.
How do you run?
Oh, I think you just, I think you like, yeah, you, right stick.
Yeah.
Oh. We're doing great. We're doing great.
Mike, you're so much better than me at video games. It's amazing. Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Go to the wall. There you go. Work your way up.
I'm just mining for
I saw that. Or it was
There's a guy
couple days ago.
back the other way.
Starbound looks pretty cool. Looks exactly like
Yeah, you have to go
Korea.
up and down.
Well, did they show Starbound?
What?
Or no. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, Starbound looks like this. But I was thinking for some reason it's Phase 2. But yeah, no, Starbound always looks interesting. Yeah, there you go. Save this back.
no, but something cool.
Hey, it's me.
Yep.
This game is so funny. It's just so chaotic.
There's a lot going on.
Still
Well, I
not
can't
really
remember
sure
which guy is it. It's Bruce Willis. But you just throw it. Like,
Did you die?
I think so.
you liberated.
Well, maybe. Oh, Bruce Willis. Double Uzis. Oh, RoboCop.
RoboCop.
His special is awesome.
Oh, who's the you have your, it's D, use D, and you,
Somebody Van
oh, I
Damme.
just,
Another one. Alright, never mind.
Oh, I got scorched. Someone's Boondock Saints.
yeah,
Oh, is that me?
but he lost, yeah, Mike, you were the Boondock Saints, but you killed one of the Boondocks, so.
He killed,
Oh.
he killed Murphy.
Well, it's spirit of science.
Oh, what? I did not. What just happened at the end there? It all just exploded.
Did you guys see Boondock Saints 2?
Yes.
I didn't even try. I don't say I rewatch it. You guys are making
Shit.
Don't make it.
Dude. God. Hey!
You know who was worse?
Oh, bad guys.
The pinnacle of terrorist.
Jimming
I
technology.
wanted to say Guyming.
Climbing.
Diming.
Another Simpsons joke.
Someone come save me. There's a person to save up there.
She had a good reason why.
Oh no, oh no. You guys are too far apart. You gotta stay together. Team.
Spirit comics?
The spirit? Or, yeah. Kind of obscure. And I don't know what maybe.
The spirit?
Or like spirit is the public.
Dude, you're Rocketeer. Rocketeer?
Oh, that's me.
Oh. Oh, now we all die. Don't blow up that box. You gotta get up there. That has...
5,000% growth in the past year.
Stay here.
They're already pretty big.
Threat legal Amber. They are Rosian sources claim that it's an attack country. Let's move out.
Proforce military.
This is
Really torture and investigation.
Cambrodium. Get to work.
USA. Really torture and
I want to go
investigation.
to Cambrodium. But we can't hear the music. But we would wreck our microphone. Oh my god, I got
Except it kills you.
I got the guy who throws dynamite.
MacGyver?
Yeah, MacGyver. Look at MacGyver. Seriously, Bro Guyver is horrifying.
It's hard to play as.
Yeah, we all just died somehow. I don't know. Oh.
Conan.
God. No!
Oh, no.
Jesus, she's unforgiving. I'm trying not to have explosives fall into it. Indiana Bro. Brilliant, Barbarian. Oh my god, Indiana Jones with him. Oh, someone's brave! Rogue brave!
Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer.
There's
Destroyer was better than Conan the Barbarian.
Conan the Destroyer, the one with
You guys are moving too fast.
Make it much of a barbarian though, does it?
Dude, Indiana Jones with him. I gotta save more people.
blown away. Biggest guy.
Oh god. That beehive.
That's a pain in the ass.
Oh! Mike, I thought you were good at Python.
I pushed. There's an input lag.
Yeah, there definitely is. We're definitely not in the same room. Oh!
Ah,
You almost just died. Use your special. At least we'll start out at this turn. Whoa. Oh, that was so good.
that was so good.
Pixel perfect.
Go, go, go!
Jesus. This game's so hard.
Nah.
Well, save one of us. On PC really well, so probably just wait.
The scuff those.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2.
Massacre mode? What? This special's so insane. PC?
Steam.
Oh yeah, I think it's already fully supported actually. You might even be able to it too. I think there might already be to pair it, and I know Steam fully supports it. So. Oh, that's what happens. You guys don't get res if I make it.
Red Dead 2.
I know some people have some trouble. Somebody tried.
Didn't have to do with this.
Just that
It was
smoke.
just me trying to track.
God, we left it. To the left.
Hit him in the head with a grenade before it blows up.
You could go try to the left to save someone, or you could dig under that vehicle.
How far back to the left?
I don't know. I mean, that's what that one thing.
So good.
Yeah.
Climber.
Closer.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh wow, it's way back there. Never mind, we're all just terrible. We just like ran this way. Just get. Yeah, don't shoot that. Jesus.
Oh, Mercedes, it's me.
Oh god, no.
You're the worst character in the game, too.
The most dangerous character in the whole game.
What is that?
MacGyver.
But he's like,
He's a nightmare.
Eats chickens.
Yeah,
and
he throws like whole rotisserie chickens that have dynamite in them. Or
That's
something
not
like
the
that.
special. Yeah, is the special one? I don't know. MacGruber should be in this. Like you can get, you can earn Predator.
You
They
can't.
put some Uber into a show on something.
Oh, I hope
That
so.
too, actually.
I remember if it was HBO or Showtime or something. Somebody with put actual money behind it.
The Gruber?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope so. It's so
I never watched it.
what, the movie?
Just the
Such a hard character. Okay, now we're. I don't know why we. Oh god!
I don't believe you there. The
It's old.
15 years old.
Okay, it's when it stopped being good. How's that?
Whoa.
It's not true.
Yeah. It's not.
Dude, and honestly, that you didn't like the last couple of years of SNL. Some of the best stuff.
I think it's a little childish.
Well, you heard it. You heard it from the horse's mouth. It's on the internet.
It's not.
I came back to life, but I'm here.
Rocketeer. Talk about
Oh god. Okay, I swear to God.
I've seen. I know what it is. I'm not.
So sad.
But it's been dead for so long. It just became active.
Like these
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah.
Oh no! That was we went off to a banging start right there.
I'm not as good.
video of that main kill that when you killed our entire team.
What one? The what?
Mike thought he was helping everyone out in Overwatch, and
Oh, like oh,
Killed
one of the hardest characters. It's a black. Look what it does to the whole game. It's like.
Want to become famous? Buy followers.
Oh, cool. Let's buy some followers, guys.
Primes
that like
and viewers. Click. Don't I assume
Alright, so
you know better.
rocket launcher.
Ugh.
Rocket launcher.
Oh, I can slow down time. That's
Metal slug.
Let's just what?
That was me.
Just
I was thinking, God, I thought
Alright.
What's it? No.
no, I think my strategy
Well, that doesn't work sometimes too, because like something might blow up and kill you. Oh, you left me! Just about points.
Maybe you want to.
3, 2,
Well, apparently that was a minefield.
Oh yeah, it was. See the like little skull thing is right there? Some weird interference thing that's happening.
Block just roll over on top of me and kill me.
This looks like a recipe for disaster.
This is absolutely.
You just gotta
recipe
shoot
for
above. You
disaster.
gotta.
I would jump up there, throw a grenade, and then run. Hit B, and then run away.
We're winning something. Oh no! You just pushed the thing.
Oh.
Okay, I gotta make this
Push
work.
it again.
Jump on top and
just
shoot.
Yeah, or just shoot and then. No. Just like it'll free him. Just like grenade it. Oh, you don't have grenades, so you can shoot that way or jump up underneath that guy.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, go over there and then shoot.
Oh, I'll shoot
No.
upwards.
No, just shooting either way. Those things have like a. Left and shoot to the right.
That was amazing.
Cherry rolling!
No way.
Oh, from Death
Planet Terror.
Planet Terror.
Death. Yeah, Death Proof.
Doesn't go forever.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Is that all she does?
I think so.
How are you gonna kill this guy? This is like impossible.
Like that. It worked.
So.
Oh, get out of this!
I want more Euro shit.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I think it's
3,
more of
2,
that.
1, let's go!
I want some baklava.
Am I time pop? Time pop? Slow down time because I'm time caught.
He and Aaron Boyer play Halo 4.
Oh, you're Down back is.
Did you kill me? You killed me.
You're alive. Who's it?
I'm alive now for some reason.
How'd you kill me?
Rocket thing? I killed me too.
That was a disaster. So it fell on you and then shot up in the air and took me away and blew up.
It's mail.
Helicopter!
Oh, yeah, it's like a boss fight, kind of. I'm not seeing anything.
It was up there.
This game's a lot more fun to sit on. Oh god! Okay, at least I have more life. Gee, the vibrator. Okay, maybe we'll...
3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
But there is a guy down there. Try to get. You can shoot through. Yeah, you
Reload.
Yeah, dude, he's gone. Oh. And here he comes to save the day. Blade. Oh wait, you get to stand on it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently not.
Oh, you like ran.
I know, I jumped off it the first time.
Okay, let's go slow here. Jesus.
Yeah, who did that, Mike?
Everybody's.
Well, there's one. Someone has a life.
I know, I have a life too.
I don't get why you're not.
Yeah.
No, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Rochetti. Oh no!
So I have extra life. Someone else can grab that one. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty good. Although you could like hover above the helicopter. Robocop. Oh, you wasted. Yeah.
I'm not.
Now we wait.
Oh, that's pretty strong. You should go to the. We should go to the right now. Maneuver it. I mean, you're Robocop. Come on. Oh, I don't like but I think it's really yeah, one more hit. I think we can. That's probably come up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
guys.
That's fine.
Thanks for having us. Go back to wherever.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back up in a few weeks. Hopefully, we'll have an actual Hackfort Live on the docket plan. Thanks, Nat, Jason, for joining us.
You almost called me Steve, didn't you?
I didn't.
I heard it.
Thanks for having us. That was fun.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to plug?
I've done my job right.
I know my Instagram's pretty boring. And Facebook. I don't post it anymore. Social media's just good right now. Euro Shack has delicious euros. They have a super that has tzatziki and spicy sauce and peppers, feta, bacon. The really good baklava is like a honey cinnamon walnut pastry stacked in a stacked in puff pastry. It's really good. You know, I didn't even know we were doing this until 2 hours ago.
Hey, happy to have you guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
See you guys.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We're clocking out.